All right, so we're gonna get started. So, could the Antichrist be walking among us right now? If we are at all close to the end of time, which for the longest while I had thought, yeah, it's years and years and years off. But the more it seems as things are happening in our world, and especially signs and wonders and just things that cannot be explained at this point, it would seem that we are getting closer and closer to that. And if that is true, the Antichrist could be among us. I want to preface this by saying I want to be as charitable as possible, and I don't want to be just pinning the tail on the anybody and being like, and then like later saying, "Wow, that was a big mistake," and we're in heaven later, and I'm saying, about the whole Antichrist thing. I'm sorry I put that on you, but I still want to just be as like transparent and open and honest. And if could the Antichrist himself know that he is? If he doesn't, like, could I myself think that like not know that I'm the Antichrist? The picture that we have in the Bible is this is going to be somebody that puts themselves in place of Jesus Christ and that opposes Jesus Christ, like full throttle. All right. The reason I even have based on just the birth pangs that are happening in this world, wars, rumors of wars, and everything that is going on, and then especially this is what's really kind of kicked me off, and I don't know if I'm just completely just misreading the tea leaves or what is going on, but this Oz Perlman, and I don't want to just pin it on him and say he's the Antichrist or anything like that, but like what he is doing, if you're not familiar with what he is doing in him, it is insane. It is out of this world. The only thing that can be explained to me about it is that it is signs and wonders, or that people really have telepathic powers, and that might be a thing as well. But he says he's not reading someone's minds. It's nothing supernatural. But if you see the things that he does, granted, I have not been in person with him and had these things happen, but I am entrenched in watching all of these videos that seemingly have been going on for years now, but now they're just now coming to light. If you have not checked him out, you should go check him out. And he says he just reads people, but I cannot gather anything else that he is getting some type of information from somewhere. I don't know what is going on. I hope he maybe just explains a little bit further. But I mean, how much more could he explain? He's went on Joe Rogan. He's had a conversation for hours and hours. He kind of tells it. He doesn't want to dump everything out because he's a magician, but like a heightened level magician. He's like the magic people, or like they're kind of the beginners. Mentalism is like next level. They're the surgeons, the plastic surgeons of the industry, I guess. But what he is doing is just out of this world crazy. I want to read this from no, this is not the Gospel of John. 1 John, the letter. It says, "Beloved, do not believe every spirit, but test the spirits to see whether they are from God. For many false prophets have gone out into the world." That's John the Apostle, 2,000 years ago, writing this. "By this you know the Spirit of God. Every spirit that confesses that Jesus Christ has come in the flesh is from God, and every spirit that does not confess Jesus is not from God. This is the spirit of the Antichrist, which you heard was coming and now is in the world already." 2,000 years ago, the spirit of Antichrist was already present in the world. "Little children, you are from God and have overcome them, for he who is in you is greater than he who is in the world. They are from the world, therefore they speak from the world, and the world listens to them. We are from God. Whoever knows God listens to us. Whoever is not from God does not listen to us. By this we know the spirit of truth and the spirit of error." So he goes, Paul the apostle. Now this is John the Apostle. He explains further and kind of gives more. He fleshes it out, pun, so to speak, in a lot of ways, of what the characteristics of the Antichrist are. First, in that century that he was saying that the Antichrist, the spirit of Antichrist, says Jesus has not come in the flesh. So that was somebody that was denying the physical reality of Jesus' nature. That he was just some spirit being in this world that just seemed to look like he was a physical human. But John the Apostle says that is spirit of the Antichrist. But also just the wording itself it's someone not just against, but puts them replaces who Jesus is. The reason I even bring this up regarding O's is because it talks about there are going to be signs and wonders that are going to just delude people and mesmerize people, and people are going to be caught in just awe. And this might just be the tip of the iceberg of what Oz is doing. I don't know what he is connected into. I do not know what's going on. It's certainly entertaining. It is extremely fun to watch. You can see the hours and hours on YouTube that I have been watching of just this guy doing these things. I want him to explain further. How are you doing it? Because every person he goes on there and he has a show with, he catches them off guard. They're like, this guy's a witch. But it's all fun and games because, like, oh, we had a good time, and you read our mind. You literally read our mind. And for the longest time, I'd always heard only God can read people's minds. Satan can't even read people's minds. He only looks at you. He's familiar with all your ways, but he doesn't actually know. Only God can read the heart. That cannot be true, because Oz Perlman is literally reading people's minds. He is reading their minds. I was going to say it's incredible and crazy at the same time. It's crazy. All right. Either way, I'm not going to pin it on him, but he seems to be a candidate, a possible suspect in that this might you're always going to be 100% wrong 100% of the time, whether you're trying to pick the day that Jesus is going to come back or the pin in the tail on the Antichrist. You're more than likely always going to be 100% wrong 100% of the time, and that's always proven to be true. But still, at least he is doing something that I have never seen before. It's incredible and it's crazy. It's crazy. All right, we'll leave it at that. If you've enjoyed this video, hit